Hey y'all, it's Vicki and welcome to another video. So today I wanted to show you me applying this L'Oreal Bright Reveal Dark Spot Exfoliant Peel. Now this does not peel off your face like some peels do. I guess you could do it if you put it on heavy enough, but I don't put it on that heavy. I just rinse it off or wash it off with a washcloth. I'll wash it off with a washcloth today for the video. So we're going to do this. It says to leave on 15 minutes. I'm not leaving it on 15 minutes just because I do continue to wear makeup. Now, if I was not wearing makeup and wasn't going out of the house for a few days, I would try it the full 15 minutes. But right now, I'm only going to do it for 5 minutes. And when I get to the fourth time, I'll increase it up to 7. This is the second time that I'm applying this, just so you know. And then I'll just keep going up 2 minutes until I get to the full 15 minutes eventually. Now, you can do this any way you want to. You can follow the directions exactly, or you can do it like I'm doing. I do it like I'm doing because I'm continuing to use a retinol product or a retinol product. I'm not using tretinoid right now. Right now I'm just using the Ordinary's 2% retinol product they have for the month of January. I will eventually go back on tretinoid, which is the prescription strength of Retin-A, this generic name, but I'll eventually go back on that. But for now, I'm taking a break, as I normally do. I usually take 2 breaks a year, so that's what I'm doing right now, and I don't know, I guess because of the nerve I'm on, it causes it to shake. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, and then we'll go on from there. So I'll be back in just a minute, and I'm letting my face completely dry. I'm going to show you what I cleanse my face with today, and this is what I'm doing every day for the time being. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back, and I've kind of let my face dry for about 10 minutes. Now you can go longer, go shorter, whichever you want to do, but I always recommend to be on the side of caution and let your face completely dry before you apply any type of acid, and that includes tretinoid or retinol, which you can get over the counter. Well, tretinoid you cannot get over the counter. You have to have a prescription, but retinol you can get over the counter or buy it, from a retail place. Those are okay for home use. I still say you need to be under the care of some type of doctor, whether it's dermatologist or your regular doctor, and let them know what you're using, just so they know. It needs to be in the record, I believe. But now you do you, and I'll do me. All right, the cleanser I am using, and this is the one that I use most often. I do not use these every day as a 3-step cleansing program, but I do use them at least twice a week as a 3-step cleansing program. The first one, these are all from Peaches Skincare, which I do have an affiliate link below, and you feel free to use them if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. You can use whatever you have at home. But I do love these cleansers, and I know I was going to say like, but I decided to add love because I don't ever want to be without these unless there's no other choice. Okay, these are a little pricey for cleansers, especially this 3-step. But I can assure you, over time, you'll notice a difference if you're consistent. This is the Flawless Exfoliator, and this is made with blueberries, coffee beans, and hibiscus. This is the Classic Cleanser, and this is made with grapefruit and sugar cane. And then the 3rd step is the Restore Cleanser, which has lemon oil, eucalyptus, and gotu-kola in it, or gotu-kola, ever how you want to pronounce it. And these 3 I love. I love them together, or some days I only use the first 2, but most days I will only use this one as a morning cleanser or as a night cleanser when I get home. It just depends. But this one I use more often because it doesn't have any kind of sugar or coffee bean, anything that's kind of manually exfoliating. Now, there's nothing wrong with manual exfoliating as long as you're gentle. And these are gentle. All right, now, so I've let my face dry. I did not use a toner yet. Okay, we're going to apply this mask or this peel, whichever way you want to call it. Now, it says do not shake it up and down. It says to roll it. So I don't know if any of you have used this and actually shaken the bottle, but that's supposed to be a no-no. So we're doing it this way. Now, I've seen it every way in the book as far as applying it. And some people will do it this way on their skin. I just cannot do it that way. I get it everywhere, and I just don't want to do it that way. So I'm just going to put it in my hand. And it's going to bend. Come on. Well, do I need to unscrew it? I guess that's what I need to do. Yes, I know. You would think I was born blonde, but I wasn't. Okay, now we're going to do this. And we're going to take it, and then I'm just going to apply it to my cheeks. And I'm applying a thin layer. Now, you may not, but I do immediately start feeling a burning sensation. So this tells me, and this is the main reason I did not start with the 15 minutes. Now, if you notice, or I'm noticing more tingling on my left side versus my right. So it may be you have one side of your face that is more sensitive than the other side. So there is a spot up here that I want to get to. So I'm going to apply it just a little heavier there. Come on. I'm going to apply it just a little heavier on that spot that's up in here. See if I can feel it. It's hard to feel, but if I turn my face sideways, you can see it. I don't think I'm hitting it at all. Then I've got a little spot right here on my nose that I want to get to more. And then here where I drove so many years with the sun beating on my face, I've got more brown spots. Now, for example, and I'm going to use him as an example, Sarasota Tim. If you notice on him, he has all those brown spots on the side of his face or discoloration, you know, whatever you want to call it. That's because of him driving. I think that if you look at him, he probably has more on the left side than he does the right side. I don't know that for sure. I'm just guessing. All right, I'm going to set my little chicken timer for 5 minutes. Okay, my timer's getting ready to go off, so I thought I would come back on. Now, I went and got some of my skin care products that I'm going to use with this today. Now, of course, this is not any other day. This is just a normal Sunday afternoon for me. I've washed my hair, and so now I'm going to wash it off. I'm using my washcloth, like I said, just since I'm not at the sink here. I know professionally I should probably film in my bathroom, but I'm not going to. I can only do so much at a time, and I'd have to clean the bathroom. Not that the bathroom's that bad, it's just cluttered. But as y'all know, I've talked about I need to say declutter, I think, better than downsize or whatever. I think I just need to use declutter better than anything. That's the term I'm going to start using is decluttering. But the first place we're going to stop is in my mom's old bedroom. I've got a bunch of stuff piled on that bed that I'm going to get off. And that's where I'm going to start filming. But it's going to be a little later, not right this minute. So, all right. So, we've rinsed that off. Now, probably, if this is the first few times, you may want to rinse off better than what I did. But anyway, I'm not really worried about my skin messing up that much. I'll know tomorrow if I should have rinsed it off better. All right, I'm taking this. This is the Peaches Perfect pH Toner. This is going to set your skin back to the perfect pH. And that's what it's claimed. That's what it claims now. And then we'll go on from there. Now, I did not put this on my neck. Now, you may want to put it on your neck. If your neck is not as sensitive as mine, then you can handle it. My neck cannot handle it for whatever reason. And my chest, I've tried doing things with my chest, and it's just awful. I mean, that's something I need to see the dermatologist about, I think, more than anything. I go to my regular doctor, my real regular doctor, not my work doctor, but my regular doctor in 2 weeks. So I'm going to make a list of things I want to talk to her about, and then we'll go from there. Okay, as soon as that dries just a little bit, I'm going to apply this. It's called Odacite or Odacity. I don't know exactly how. California. This is a clinical, that's what it says, clinical formulations Brightening. Now, I still feel this clean beauty stuff, I don't care what anybody says, I do believe it's marketing. That's all I believe. And I will believe that until the day I'm no longer on this earth. But as I said before, you use what works for you. But to think that I have to use something that has clean on the thing, on the labeling, I just don't get into it, y'all. I look at ingredients and go from there. The best way to study ingredients, I mean, you've got AI now that you can kind of start studying ingredients better than you could years ago. But this has vitamin C and E and hyaluronic acid. Now, hyaluronic acid is another thing I feel is marketing. I don't think you need every product to have a hyaluronic acid in it. I think it does help with moisture, but you got to make sure you put something on top of the hyaluronic acid. So let's use this. I don't have an eye cream out here in front of me, so we're not doing anything for the eyes. So this is what this looks like. Now this, I did not purchase separately or anything like that. This came in a BoxyCharm or a Allure box. I get those two subscriptions, so this came in one of those. Now, I have not been doing those on camera lately. If y'all want me to start opening those boxes on camera, put it in the comments, because they didn't get many views, and I just felt like nobody wanted to watch them. But if you want to watch them, let me know. All right, so I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it in my hand. Well, here I go again. And sometimes I've noticed the packaging on these products you get from them doesn't always work the way it's supposed to. Maybe that's why they're in the box. I don't know. And I think this is one of them. That dropper seems to be messed up, so we're going to have to pour it from the bottle. So I'm going to try to drip it really quick. There we go. That's all I need. That's probably even too much. But I will apply this on my neck. Now, this could be too much for some people. So please, anything I show you in skincare, be cautious. I'm not an esthetician. I don't have any kind of professional knowledge. I only do what works for me. And it might not work for you. I mean, my friend Sylvia, I'm going to use her as an example. She may tell me one day to quit saying her name. But she has extremely sensitive skin. She cannot use what I use. So, just giving you an example. I could have just said nobody. Anyway, that's it. Now, I tend to pat more than rub, because I'm trying to pat it in. All right, now, I'm going to take the Extreme Cream. Now, this is something that I love. This is fairly new to me. I've had it about 4 months now. This is the Extreme Cream from InnBeauty, Firming and Lifting Moisturizer with plant-based retinol alternative, peptides, and 3 times ceramide complex. Now, the retinol alternative in here, I believe, is Bakuchiol. But it doesn't work the same way as a true retinol product. So don't take that it's just exactly retinol or a vitamin A product. Your skin has to turn all that over. Chances are at 66, your skin's not going to do it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't think your skin is going to do it like it would a 30-year-old. So I'm going to put in just a quarter amount. There you go, maybe a little less. And I'm going to rub it with my hands together. Now I'm just going to put it on my face. And I'm, like I say, I'm more patting than I am anything. And then I'm going to take it on my neck. And I probably need just a little bit more for my neck. And go up with it. Now, do I put this on my chest? Yes, I would. If I didn't have this shirt on, I would. But I'm not going to do it while I have this shirt on. But I do like to do what's called facial yoga. And I'll try to list a video below of facial yoga. I'm not going to demonstrate it. But like I say, take everything I say with a grain of salt and caution. I can't stress to you how much you need to be careful with your skin. Don't go overboard at the beginning. Just try to figure out what your skin can do. Now, I take any excess, and even a little bit, I'll put on the back of my hands. So that way you're getting some skincare in there. Now, I know we wash our hands up a bunch during the day. But actually, what I do is some of those things we get sometimes in samples, you know, the little packets, or say you buy something from Estee Lauder Clinique, and there's a little moisturizer in there, and it's not really the normal moisturizer you use. I'll take those and put them at my desk at work, and that's what I'll put on the back of my hands every time I go to the restroom. So that way you're constantly putting something on your hands. All right, that's the end of the video. So I hope that you enjoyed what I showed you, liked what I showed you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I am trying out a new hair product today. It's been on the market for a long time, so it's only new to me. This is the K18 Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. So we're going to see if it does it does exactly what it says it does. You know, my hair has been breaking, and I know it needs a good haircut, and I need to lay off the bleach for a while, but I'm going to try to lay off the bleach, but I'm not going to promise. But we're going to see what happens with this mask. You know, I saw some TikTok videos on it, and I've had that for a while. I just hadn't used it. But we're using it today. So I'll talk about that in a different video. I just wanted to throw it in there. Remember, all my links are affiliate links. So if you want to use them, thank you so much. It's not a necessity. I leave them there more for convenience, but any kind of help you can give me in using my link, it's greatly appreciated. So it helps me to try new products, but I'm going to talk about that in another video too. But anyway, y'all have a great day. And remember, I'm copying Barefoot Vlogger with onward and upward. So onward and upward. And love ya. Bye.